We offered NBA YoungBoy $1 million. Me and NBA YoungBoy got on the phone and everything. Everything happened good. You know what I mean? So I guess, like, speaking on Lul Tim, NBA YoungBoy was scared to do it. Remember, we offered him $1 million. Kodak ended up taking $1 million. So
in the world of hip-hop, rumors come and go every single day. But every now and then, a story resurfaces that shakes the entire culture. And today, we're diving into one of the wildest claims to ever come from 6ix9ine himself. According to the rainbow-haired provocateur, he once offered NBA YoungBoy a massive $1 million for a feature. And what's even crazier is that this story isn't new. It first started circulating back in 2021. And now, years later, the rumors are making noise again. And trust me, when 6ix9ine says something, fans never know whether to believe him, or just laugh it off as another troll move. During a recent interview, 6ix9ine doubled down on the claim, insisting that he really did try to lock in a record with YoungBoy. He explained that the conversations back then were serious. Not just industry talk, not just trolling, but an actual business offer. And according to him, he wasn't lowballing either. He was ready to drop a full $1 million on the table for one YoungBoy verse. That's not pocket change. That's the type of offer that could flip a whole rollout, spark a massive hit, and break the internet. But somehow, even with all that money on the line, the collab still never happened. And today, we're going to explore why. According to DJ Akademiks, who was close to the situation and even shared parts of the conversation, 6ix9ine wanted YoungBoy to co-star on his 2022 track GINE.
So I guess, like, speaking on Lul Tim, NBA YoungBoy was scared to do it. Remember, we offered him $1 million. Kodak ended up taking $1 million. So Lul Tim, I guess he was just like nobody wanted to be the first nigga to jump out there and do the song. So he was in communication with the label. The label was like, yo, you know, like, I guess he was still fighting
The plan was simple. Drop a high-energy, street-focused anthem featuring two of the most controversial and polarizing artists in the game. If that had happened, hip-hop would have exploded. But instead, the track dropped on April 15, 2022, as a solo 6ix9ine release. No YB verse, no surprise feature, nothing. And that left fans wondering, what exactly went wrong behind the scenes? 6ix9ine claims the deal almost happened. Like, really.
Shot. Watch him twirl, then he drop. I got the game on lock. Ring around the rosy, still keep it on me. Fuck a little semi-nigga.
He says he and YoungBoy were right on the edge of stepping knee. YoungBoy wanted the song to lean toward a more positive direction, something with a different energy. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine made it very clear, I'm not on no positive ST. I don't want to be positive. That single difference in artistic vision, that one disagreement in tone, may have been the exact reason this $1 million collaboration fell apart before it ever began. On Beef Scandal, we break down moments like this, so make sure to like and subscribe to Beef Scandal for more exclusive rap updates. And when you look at the content of GINE, it makes sense why YoungBoy might have stepped away. The track is packed with references to 6ix9ine's real-life drama, especially his time with the 9 Trey Bloods, a chapter of his past that turned the entire rap world upside down. YoungBoy, who often keeps his music grounded in real street experiences, probably didn't want to attach his name to a record tied to one of hip-hop's most controversial storylines. From the outside, it looks less like a missed bag, and more like YoungBoy protecting his brand, his image, and his integrity. The tension didn't stop there. 6ix9ine also brought up Lul Tim, a close YoungBoy affiliate, and someone already surrounded by serious controversy after being accused in the murder of King Von.
So Lul Tim, I guess he was just like nobody wanted to be the first nigga to jump out there and do the song. So he was in communication with the label. The label was like, yo, you know, like, I guess he was still fighting the self-defense.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
According to 6ix9ine, he even reached out to Tim with a small offer, something around 10 bands, hoping he'd hop on the record too. But Tim wasn't interested at all. Not with the legal pressure he was facing, and definitely not with the baggage that comes with attaching your name to 6ix9ine. Even DJ Akademiks mentioned that Tim had been around YoungBoy's recent tour stops, but still didn't want anything to do with the feature. That alone says a lot. Even Kodak Black was reportedly approached for the track, but just like everyone else, he didn't move forward with it either. And when you take a step back, the pattern becomes clear. 6ix9ine was trying to assemble a powerhouse lineup for GINE, but every major name he reached out to backed away, either because of legal issues, industry politics, or simply not wanting to get involved in the chaos that always surrounds him. Still, the story itself holds weight because back in 2021, rumors of a YoungBoy and 6ix9ine collab were everywhere. Fans genuinely believed the two most unpredictable artists in rap were about to unite for something explosive. But here's where things get even more interesting. Because despite all the rejections, all the hesitation, and all the industry politics swirling around him, 6ix9ine insists that this story is 100% true. And honestly, when you put the timeline together, it actually lines up. Back in 2021, both he and YoungBoy were dominating headlines, not just for their music, but for the chaos surrounding their lives. A collab between them would have been more than just a song. It would have been a full cultural event. Imagine two of the most controversial, unpredictable, and polarizing figures in modern rap coming together on one explosive track. Social media would have melted. YouTube numbers would have gone crazy. TikTok challenges would have launched instantly. And here on Beef Scandal, we know exactly how powerful those moments can be. But even with all that potential, YoungBoy still stepped back. And when you really think about it, maybe that was the smartest move he could have made. Because getting involved in 6ix9ine's world means accepting all the smoke that comes with it, from old street beefs to legal enemies to fans who see him as hip-hop's biggest troll. For someone like YoungBoy, who already carries enough weight on his shoulders, adding 6ix9ine's baggage might have been a risk too big to take. Now, let's dig deeper into why YoungBoy might have really said no. Beyond just the creative differences, there's the real-life context of 6ix9ine's past. His infamous time with the 9 Trey Bloods, multiple legal issues, and the fact that almost every move he makes becomes a headline for controversy. YoungBoy, despite being no stranger to street narratives himself, likely weighed the risks of associating with someone whose reputation could overshadow his own artistry. Collaborating with 6ix9ine might have brought views and streams, but it also could have invited unwanted attention, criticism, and drama into YoungBoy's life. For an artist who has spent years building a balance between his street authenticity and mainstream success, that's a calculation he simply couldn't ignore. And that's the kind of insider perspective you won't get anywhere else. Only here on Beef Scandal, adding another layer to this story is the ripple effect it caused within the rap community. 6ix9ine has always been polarizing, and every statement he makes sparks debates online. When he claimed he offered YoungBoy $1 million, fans immediately took sides. Some believed it, others thought it was just another stunt. But even skeptics had to admit, the timeline and the people involved make the story plausible. And while this collab never materialized, it shows the kind of influence both artists wield. YoungBoy continues to dominate charts and streams, while 6ix9ine remains a constant headline machine, stirring the pot wherever he goes. Together, even hypothetically, they could have created one of the most talked about tracks in years. It's moments like these that define hip-hop narratives, the what could have been scenarios that fuel fan discussions for months. And don't forget, if you want all the hottest updates and behind-the-scenes details from the rap world, smash that like button and subscribe to Beef Scandal. But the story doesn't end there. 6ix9ine didn't stop at YoungBoy. He also threw subtle shots at other rappers like 21 Savage. During a chat with DJ Akademiks, 6ix9ine claimed he was better than 21 Savage simply because he wasn't born in the US. This sparked a reaction from 21, who tweeted about everyone racing to be the corniest alive. Fans instantly speculated that the subliminal jab was aimed at the rainbow-haired MC. This ongoing tension shows just how calculated 6ix9ine is when it comes to stirring drama. He doesn't just drop music, he creates headlines, fuels debates, and keeps his name trending. Meanwhile, YoungBoy continues to rise, seemingly unbothered by the chaos. It's a contrast that makes the Mist collab even more fascinating. The clash of personalities, approaches, and strategies could have produced a cultural earthquake. And for daily updates and exclusive rap news like this, make sure you subscribe to Beef Scandal and turn on notifications.